Hello again, Young Life friends. Well, I made too long of a video, so I wanted to split it into part one and part two. And part two is right here. I want to give you more updates of what God was doing this summer in the lives of young people. And then my own family, we got to be at Creekside for most of July. And a highlight for me was getting to see 109 students one of the weeks, 109 out of our 320 middle schoolers, and they had 80 leaders there. So actually write their names on a little leaf, a little plastic leaf, and tack it to a cross that had a vine across it. That they say, I want to abide in the vine that is Jesus and receive life from him. So that was so cool to see 109 students make that decision at our new believer experience. My son Theo got to be Nugget a couple times, so not every time, but he got to play this pet kangaroo, which was part of the villain team with Outback Jack, this giant Australian werewolf hunter, very scary, and then Beefsteak, who was bait for the werewolf. So hilarious program. I could explain it, but it would take way too long and it probably wouldn't make any sense, but absolutely hilarious and so good for the kids. They got to see it. Calvin, my son, turning 10 here and just next week, just enjoyed relaxing and sitting back, and he had a lot of fun too, but really kind of shifting into that gear of like, I can relax now. So that was cool to see. And then Becca actually jumped in and helped quite a bit because we had 2 female head leaders and we had more male head leaders. So our ladies needed some extra help at different times when kids were sick or needed to respond to different crises. So Becca was able to help them out with some head leader duties, which was really cool to see. And then, let's see, I found myself as a head leader really feeling like I was functioning in my sweet spot with my gifts and ability to care for people and stay organized, keep the camp on schedule. So really enjoyed that personally. And then a highlight story that I got to experience was there was a dad, well, a leader, I should say, just walking through camp and started a conversation with him and kind of asked about his experience with Young Life and how he got involved. He said this was his first time at camp. And he said last year, his son came to camp for the first time, met Jesus, and kind of along with that and some other things in his life, this dad, and probably about my age, also met Jesus that fall. And then now he's here serving as a leader at camp, and his son and him and his whole family have been transformed by experiencing God's love in a new way. And now he's sharing that with his son's friends and their friends, and just an amazing story of generational impact, which is so cool to see. Then at the very end of our camp experience, we had to send one of our 4 middle school camps home, the third one, and then we got to have our full 4th week, which was such a blessing. But then at the very last day, we were celebrating all God had done at a party, and we had to leave ourselves because the wildfires just kept on changing and getting closer, and so wanted to keep everyone safe. So we went out, we got our high school work crew and college age summer staff and all of our staff out. High schoolers were still there at the high school camp, so we helped them evacuate, and we met up at a local middle school about 90 minutes west in Madras, and we spent the night bunkered down. We were there on lots of polished concrete, gym floors, classroom floors, hallways. Got to be a hallway monitor for as long as I stayed awake, which was as long as I could. So that was a new experience. We made it through. All those kids made it through safely, and we're thankful for God keeping everyone safe. Young Life did have to make the hard decision to cancel the next couple weeks of camps. So the rest of the summer for Young Life camps had to be canceled. And so that's what came up with all those different alternative camping plans for everybody. And then they were able to actually welcome back other groups. So they have an amazing firefighter team able to keep the camp safe. So if you could pray for us, I know people all over our state in the Pacific Northwest have been impacted by these wildfires, especially in the Spokane area. Our prayers are with them. And we want to see these fires go away and not make as much of an impact. And then coming home, once I finally got home, I did get to meet up with some of our 8th graders going into 9th grade, because I've been saying for like 6 months now, Lord willing, I'm going to Jackson High School and I'm starting Jackson Young Life this fall. And so we have started the process on that. Got to meet with the guys who are heading into Jackson High School for our first campaigners small group. It was so good to be with them. Got to read the Bible together. Got to share about our lives together. Got to pray together. Got to eat Chick-fil-A together. Got to go play some football, and looking forward to spending more time with them as their schedules allow going into the school year, which is coming up here pretty quick. And then looking forward to personally getting to know the community of Jackson High School and building Young Life Club, rebuilding Young Life Club there. So I can't wait. If anyone wants to be involved with Jackson High School Young Life, please contact me. Would love to partner with you in any way, if that's behind the scenes, if that's occasionally, if that's as a full bore Young Life leader. That's truly what we need. So would love to talk with you more about that. But ultimately, I'm super thankful for a great summer of God working in the lives of young people despite the challenges we faced. And I know God was working even in the midst of those challenges and will keep working as we seek Him together. So thank you, friends. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your summer.